So tonight, it is currently 12:55 in the morning. I'm going to take the Jeep out, and I'm going to see how accurate the torque, quarter mile, eighth mile, 0 to 60, I'm going to see how accurate all that is. Shouldn't be many people on the road right now. I should be able to get a decent pull, couple pulls. I'm going to do probably 2 or 3 of them just to see how the numbers stack up with each other. I'm wondering if this thing's faster than, a stock Grand Cherokee. So you got to remember, this is a full bolt-on engine. It has 4-layer head gasket. The head's ported. The intake's ported. It's got a bored throttle body. It has every bolt-on they make for it, but it has 456 gears, which I think is what's going to be the game changer here. Let's find out exactly how fast this thing is, and we're about to find out if the Torco is actually if it's actually accurate. So let's see what happens. Stay tuned. So I'm coming up on that light up there, and I'm really trying to get away from these people. I'm trying to get that light red so I'm the first one to take off, because this thing won't register unless I'm on a full stop, so it knows I'm moving right now. So I really have to get this light red and get all these people out of my way. So that's what I'm working on doing right now. But unfortunately, they all stopped at that light. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull into, there's a White Castle up here. I'm gonna pull into there, and I'm just gonna wait until that light turns red again, so I'm the first one at it, and then I'll take off from that light and see exactly how this registers. I did a little bit of a pull, and it read 277 horsepower, which I find physically impossible out of a 4-liter. But let's see what happens when I do the pull, see what it actually registers. Nothing. I'm gonna wait for these people to go down a little bit, and then I'm just gonna go for it. I am on a little bit of a turn, so it might be a little off, but let's see what happens. Time, because for whatever reason the quarter mile and the eighth mile did not register. Now it did do 0 to 60 in 11 seconds, which seems actually relatively accurate, but there's no way it makes 471 horsepower, so we're gonna have to see what's going on there. I'm just gonna wait for this light. Okay, guys, let's go for it. I wouldn't say this thing is accurate by any means. First thing that blows my mind is apparently my 4-liter Jeep, according to torque over here, makes 471 horsepower. Let me just start off by saying I wish. That's definitely not accurate. I do think that the 0 to 60 time is probably pretty accurate. It's saying it's like 10.2, which to me seems pretty reasonable. I don't know what 0 to 100 kph is. Maybe one of you guys can let me know in the comments. That's 11.4. So it didn't register eighth mile, and it didn't register the quarter mile. I think that's due to because the mileage on the Jeep goes through the cluster and it doesn't go through the actual ECU. So I think that has something to do with it, because I think it uses the mileage from the ECU, and then it sees when it's at an eighth mile, it sees when it's at a quarter mile. but the speedometer does go through the ECU, and I didn't have an issue with 0 to 60 registering and 0 to 100 kph also registered. I wouldn't say this is accurate. Definitely, I wouldn't put money on it. I mean, it's just a cool little feature, and this is why we do tests, to see if it works, to see if it doesn't work. I was really curious about it, you know, and I wanted to see if it was accurate. But I mean, we know that the horsepower is definitely not accurate. By any means, is absolutely not accurate. There's no way this Jeep has over 400 horsepower. There's no way. I've had 380 horsepower Mustangs, and that's physically impossible. But let's hop back forward and see what we got on the screen and go from there. As I said before, this is in the 10s, that's in the 11s. They were 10.2 and 11.2 or 11.4 or something. I don't even know what this is, so I was kind of just more concerned about this. Another issue that we had while we did that was it threw a misfire. Check engine light started flashing. So it's a perfect opportunity to show you guys how to read your codes from this thing. You just go right in here, or actually it's back here. So you go right here, you go to fault codes, you just hit the search, and once it connects to the OBD2 scanner, there we go. So we have a P0304, which is the same one from when I did the spark plugs. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go to my page, check that video out. The spark plugs were really messed up, and just head over and watch that video. Drop a like, comment, and we're gonna clear this because it only happens at wide open throttle for whatever reason, but like not like all the time at wide open throttle. When you're beating the balls off of it, it throws this code. So how you clear it is the car has to be off, but the key has to be forward. Then we're going to go right here. We're going to go clear fault on ECU. Here we go. So we're going to clear that. As you can see, the check engine light's now off, and it's going to come back every time I beat on it really bad. I don't like to beat on it anyway, so it's not really a big issue for me, but that's how you clear it. It'll get done loading, and then you can go on with your day. It won't have the code anymore. So I just did a quick web search, and the 0 to 60 time bone stock from what I've seen online is 9.9 seconds. So you got to remember, I have 33-inch tall tires. I have long arms front and rear. This Jeep goes over the scale at 4,554 pounds with me in it. That's also with my subs in the back, which are back there now. I put them in the other day. I wouldn't say that's half bad. If it actually is 10.2, that's pretty good. That means that my modifications that I've done have brought me back to where I would be bone stock, which is absolutely awesome. But like I said, this is why we test stuff. I know the horsepower is not accurate, and I couldn't get an 1/8 mile or a 1/4 mile reading. Like I said, I think that's due to the cluster saving the mileage and it not giving it to the ECU. That's more than likely what the issue is, but I'd say 10 seconds is pretty good. I mean, drop a comment below, let me know. But I think that's pretty quick for a lifted Jeep, considering how slow it was before the modifications. So, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching so much. One of my videos is almost at 3,000 views, which is awesome. Just keep it up, guys. You know, drop a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.